Hello everyone, welcome to Genius channel. We are going to see some previous year NBA physics questions. Okay. See the question number 47. The Earth's magnetic field is approximately 1 Tesla, 2 Gauss, 10 raised to 4 Tesla, 1 Gauss. Okay, so what is the answer? Please note down, Earth's magnetic field is 0.25 to 0.65 Gauss. Earth's magnetic field is 0.25 to 0.65 Gauss. So we can, from the options, we have only one value that is nearing to these values, that is 1 Gauss. Option B, 1 Gauss. So Earth's magnetic field is not down. It is from 0.25 to 0.65 Gauss. So from the options, we can mark 1 Gauss. Because they are asking approximately, isn't it? Okay. So you can also note this in terms of Tesla, that is 25 to 65 micro Tesla. 25 to 65 micro Tesla. It is the magnitude at the Earth's surface. It is the magnitude at Earth's surface. Magnitude of the Earth's magnetic field at Earth's surface. At Earth's surface. So Earth's magnetic field is approximately 0.25 to 0.65 Gauss, or we can say 25 to 65 microtesla at Earth's surface. Okay. So next question, question number 48. Question number 48. Match the following. Match the following. List 1 consists of artificial magnet, permanent magnet, temporary magnet, Earth as a magnet. These 2 long-lived, last for infinitely long period, short-lived, induced magnet. Okay, so which is the correct option? So if you read that, I'll give you 30 seconds, read and correctly match it. Okay, so let's see. Artificial magnet. Artificial magnet. Okay, so artificial magnet is short-lived. Once you remove that field, it will be vanishing. So artificial magnet, it is short-lived, or magnetism in artificial magnet is short-lived. Then permanent magnet, that is long-lived. That means magnetism in the permanent magnet is will last long. So it is long-lived. Permanent magnet, long-lived. Now, temporary magnet. Temporary magnet. That is 4. It is an induced magnet. Temporary magnet means once the magnetic field around it is moved, its magnetism will go. Earth as a magnet lasts for infinitely long period. Okay, its magnetism lasts for infinitely long period. Okay, so what is the option? A3, B1, C4, D2. That is 3142. Option A. Okay, so what is temporary magnet? Temporary magnet, listen, if we are passing current through a coil, we are keeping a soft iron core, it will get magnetized for some time, isn't it? It will get magnetized for some time. Okay, so that is an induced magnet. That means it originally, it did not have magnetism. We are inducing the magnetism. Okay, so answer is Option A. Next question. Question number 49. A positively charged 49. A positively charged particle projected towards west is deflected towards north by a magnetic field. The direction of magnetic field is a positively charged particle projected towards west is deflected towards north by a magnetic field. Direction of the magnetic field is. Okay. So options are towards south, towards east, in downward direction, in upward direction. What is the answer? Please find out the answer. A positively charged particle projected towards west is deflected towards north by magnetic field. The direction of magnetic field is. Okay, so listen. Positively charged particle projected towards west. So north, south, west, east. Okay, so the particle is projected towards west. That means current, isn't it? Positively charged particle projected towards west means current is flowing in the westward direction. Okay, then it is deflected by magnetic field towards the north, isn't it? That means towards the north is the deflection means what? Force, isn't it? Towards the north is the force, isn't it? Towards the north is the force. Okay. Now that means deflection means that is nothing but force. Now you need to get the direction of magnetic field. You need to get the direction of magnetic field. So what rule you have to apply? You can apply Fleming's left hand rule. You can apply Fleming's left hand rule. So try Fleming's left hand rule. According to Fleming's left hand rule, what you take? Take the left hand such that three fingers, that is forefinger, middle finger and thumb are perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular to each other. The middle finger represents the direction of current. That means that you have to keep towards west. Then thumb represents the force. Thumb represents the force. So it will be like this. Thumb represents the force. Middle finger represents the current. That is west. Then thumb represents the force. Okay. Then how will be the direction of magnetic field? It will be upward. Direction of magnetic field will be in the upward direction. Okay. So answer is option D, in upward direction. Just take your left hand and check the Fleming's left hand rule. Okay. Keep the middle finger in the westward direction. Then the force will be in the northward direction. Okay. Then you will get the direction of magnetic field as north. Sorry, as upward direction. As upward direction. Okay. So answer is option D, in the upward direction. So move to the question number. So it was upward direction. Okay. Move to the question number 50. A current carrying wire is known to produce magnetic lines of force. A current carrying wire is known to produce magnetic lines of force around the conducting straight wire. Around the conducting straight wire. The direction of lines of force may be described by left hand thumb rule for up current and right hand thumb rule for down current. Right hand thumb rule for up current and left hand thumb rule for down current. Right hand thumb rule for both up and down currents. left hand thumb rule for both up and down currents. Okay. So what is the answer? Very easy question. Answer is option C. Right hand thumb rule for both up and down currents. Both up and down currents. So listen, how would you apply? We have to find the magnetic field around a current carrying conductor. So suppose we have a current carrying conductor, current is flowing in the upward direction. Okay, so you have to place the thumb, you take the right hand, you have to take the right hand, point the thumb towards the direction of current, So if current is upward, point the thumb towards upward, otherwise point it like downwards. Okay, so if the current is upward, you have to take the right hand, point the right hand in the thumb of the right hand in the upward direction. Then the remaining fingers will wrap in the direction of magnetic field. So take your right hand, hold they keep the thumb like your thumb is in the direction of current. Okay, so if current is in the upward direction, thumb is in the upward direction means the direction of magnetic field will be anti-clockwise. If thumb is in the downward direction, that means current flowing in the downward direction, remaining fingers will wrap in the clockwise direction. That indicates that magnetic field is in the clockwise direction. Okay, so here the answer is option C. Okay, so moving to the question number 51. Question number 51. Gravitational force shares a common feature with electromagnetic force. In both cases, the force is between massive and neutral objects, between charged objects, a short range, a long range. Find out the answer. Gravitational force and electromagnetic force. What is the common feature between them? What is the common feature between gravitational force and electromagnetic force? What is the common feature? Both are long range force. So moving to the next question, question number 52. 52. So they are given the direction of magnetic field and they have given electron motion. Okay, electron motion. And what you have to find out? The motion of an electron in the presence of magnetic field is depicted in the figure. The force acting on the electron will be directed into the page, out of the page, opposite to the motion of the electron, along the motion of the electron. You have to find out the force acting on the electron. Okay, so I'll show the figure again. That is electron motion. Electron motion is given in the upward direction. Electron motion. Then magnetic field is given like this. You have to find the direction of force. Okay, so all of you try that. What will be the direction that you'll be getting? Try, I'll give you 30 seconds. Okay, so what did you get? Are you getting out of the page? Out of the page. Okay, listen. Which rule you will apply here? We have already seen one question regarding this. That is Fleming's left-hand rule, isn't it? Fleming's left-hand rule is used here, isn't it? So, listen, electron is moving in the upward direction. So, current will be in which direction? Current will be in the direction opposite to the motion of electron. So, current will be in the downward direction, isn't it? Electron will be moving in the upward direction, means current is moving in the downward direction. Okay, now take your left hand, apply Fleming's left hand rule. Place your fingers, thumb, forefinger, and middle finger such that all the three are perpendicular to each other. Then the middle finger shows the direction of current. The forefinger shows the direction of magnetic field. Then the thumb shows the direction of force. Okay, so your forefinger, this is forefinger, that shows the direction of magnetic field. Then current is given by the middle finger. Then the thumb will be giving you the force. Okay, so that is what you have to find out. Okay, so when you hold the left hand virtually perpendicular, you will be getting the answer as out of the page. Okay, in the page, in this figure, you keep the fingers. Okay, then you will be getting the answers out of the page. The thumb will be pointing out of the page. That means force will be acting out of the page. Thumb will be pointing out of the page. That indicates that force is out of the page. Okay. So moving to the next question. So here the answer is option B, out of the page. Next is 53. Question number 53. Imagine a current carrying wire with the direction of current downward or into the page. The direction of magnetic field lines is. Okay, imagine a current carrying wire with direction of current downward or into the page. Okay, the direction of magnetic field lines is. Options: clockwise, anti-clockwise, into the page, out of the page. Okay, please try. Which rule you will apply? You will apply right hand thumb rule, isn't it? Right hand thumb rule. So just apply that and tell me the direction. The thumb should point towards the direction. Take your right hand. The thumb should point towards the direction of. Current. Then the remaining fingers will wrap in the direction of magnetic field. Try and say the answer. Thumb should be in the direction of current. Remaining fingers, tell me. So if you are holding the thumb towards downward, they're saying downward, isn't it? That is current. Then the remaining fingers will be in clockwise direction. That means direction of magnetic field lines is in the clockwise direction. So anyhow, you have to expect one question from Fleming's left hand rule, Fleming's right hand rule, then right hand thumb rule. From any of these three rules, you will be getting one question. Okay, so you should be thorough with the three rules. Okay, so see you in another class with more questions. Thank you so much.